What's up, YouTube family? And you all probably heard by now, Stephen A. Smith, the whole LeBron fiasco, that started courtside at this Lakers game. It was third quarter. Stephen A. was on the sidelines. LeBron approached him, and they had some words. Stephen A. said he should have been more private about it. He could have said, "Let me speak to you in the locker room or in the hallway after the game. You don't have to put it all on TV on the camera." And then he says LeBron looks at the camera, he makes eye contact with it. And I guess from Stephen A's standpoint, he felt like LeBron was trying to really put it on thick and let people know, since everybody's going to be watching, the Lakers knew Stephen A was going to be in attendance. And then I guess he feels like, okay, LeBron is really trying to act as well I think, for the camera. Like, that's part of the reason he was just all animated, because he knew the camera was on him. Or you can take it from LeBron makes that eye contact at the camera, letting everybody know, yeah, I want you all to see what just happened. And then he continues to go on. But now, in Stephen A's response, because this thing just keeps going on and on, he said he would have swung on LeBron. And then I understand that. He also says he would have gotten beat up after the fact, Now, I don't know how you all feel. I know LeBron is taller and stronger than he is, but some people may not have said, hey, I would have gotten beat up after the fact. They would just said I would have stood my ground and swung on him, People have knocked out Suge Knight before that's smaller than Suge, so you never know what might happen. He's just saying that he's not scared of LeBron, and he shouldn't be. LeBron shouldn't be scared of him, and yeah, you defend yourself. Everybody has a God-given right to do that. But I didn't think it was going to come to that, If that happens, it would have to be the second time. Something else would have to be said. That would be crazy to see these two go at it. But, for him to say, I would have swung, yes, you should have, if that's the case. You don't sit there and just let someone, jump on you. Unless, you got people who do that because they figure it's a payday coming. Then, there's that thing, But, yeah, a lot of people have been clowning Stephen A about the whole, I would have swung on LeBron. People are laughing, saying, stop it. I don't think they think he would have, or they just saying, okay, had you done that, then you would have gotten hurt. You don't have a chance, whatever the case may be. I don't know. So I'm going to let you all hear it again and see it and let me know what you all think. Here we go.
To give any kind of retort without making a scene. It was during the third quarter. It was fresh out of a timeout. It was him walking to the basketball court. It was on national television. The cameras were rolling. And had I done something, what do y'all want me to do? You want me to act? You want this to be a reincarnation of Chris Rock and Will Smith? And let me state for the record that while we bring up that, let me assure you it wouldn't have gone down like that. I would have gotten my ass kicked, because had that man put his hands on me, I would have immediately swung on him. Immediately.
So there it is. And so what do you all think? Would he have actually swung on LeBron? Or is he just bluffing? Because he's reacting and saying the words like anyone else. Has someone put their hands on me, I'm fighting back. As you should. Regardless of how tall the person is or them being strong or whatever the case may be. Now, there's a video going around of Stephen A. Smith boxing, and they said he looks weird because the punches are coming in flow, is slow, all of that. I don't know. I've seen a little bit of the video. I don't have it here. And they're putting that as like, okay, no, you couldn't have swung on anything because you look bad just with the trainer who had the boxing mitts up, and he's got on the gloves, hitting the trainer's mitts. But things might be different in the actual fight. We can't go off of a video of someone just throwing punches. So it's a crazy situation all the way around with these two, stemming from covering Bronny James. And I think what LeBron is mad about is Stephen A keeps bringing up that you as a father put your son in a dangerous position, not where he can be harmed, obviously, but just where he can be criticized because he didn't feel he was ready to even be in the NBA, felt he should have started right in the G League, and that he took someone else's spot in that second round. And so I think what LeBron keeps getting mad about is he's trying to say that him as a father has put his son in a position to where he can basically get criticized, clowned, and they can take shots at him. And he's saying, why would you do that as a father? And I think that's where LeBron is coming from. Now, if he would have just talked about it in terms of, here's Bronny, here's his slot, let's see how he does. I'm not sure if he's ready. He may need to go down to the G League for some further training and developing. Then things will be different. Now, I still don't think it should have came to what we saw in that third quarter of that Lakers game, courtside. But yeah, this is definitely something that these two is going to be a tear for a while at this point, you know. And LeBron went on Pat McAfee's show and was talking about the type of underwear that Stephen A wears. Stephen A says, I don't wear tighty whities. And then, you know, even the video before this, when Stephen A was reacting to Carmelo and Dwayne Wade talking about the situation on Carmelo's YouTube, he kept saying LeBron is not his GOAT, and kind of throwing that out there that this is all about LeBron. He said that this has nothing to do with Bronny, and he said part of it is that I continue to say that you're not the greatest of all time. He said it's Michael Jordan. And so he feel that's getting under LeBron's skin as well. So the whole Bronny situation is just, you know, the last straw with LeBron, and here we have it. I don't know if it's going to be any more of this, you know, with Stephen A's got the, you know, the Pat McAfee, and then this is the latest where Stephen A just said LeBron, the lies keep coming, here on his YouTube channel. And fair use YouTube, by the way, for using Stephen A's content. But it's, you know, it's definitely a different situation. And I don't know what you all think. You know, LeBron took a lot of shots. I saw a little bit of the Pat McAfee interview, and he was talking about Brian Windhorst. And I like Brian. And he said him and Brian are not friends like that. He says Brian keeps saying he's his, you know, he said the F word, friend. And then Stephen A said on his podcast that Brian never said that they were friends. He's just been covering him since he was in junior high school. So he's been covering him a while. And then, you know, he talked about Giannis scoring 250 points if he played in the 1970s. And Stephen A said he took that as a shot at the players from that time, and that players in 2025 could just run all over them. So, you know, LeBron said a lot in that Pat McAfee interview. And then the thing is, neither one of them will go on each other's platforms. Well, no, Stephen A will. He said he's offered to go on the shot, but he never hears a return phone call. Then he said LeBron can come on Stephen A. Smith podcast here on YouTube, but he says LeBron won't because he doesn't want to give him the ratings. But, you know, again, Stephen A. said, you know, we don't ever have to talk to each other again, but I will cover you as your NBA career comes to an end. And then he even says in this LeBron, the lies keep coming video that I won't say nothing else about you after you retire because there won't be anything to talk about. And so, which I think was another shot being taken, but I think LeBron will still be discussed after he retires. Then you get more into the greatest of all time conversation with him and Michael. Now I'm going to agree with Stephen A. that Michael is the greatest of all time. I'll go with him there. LeBron probably feels he is, or that he's almost there. I know he said him and Michael don't have a relationship right now, but he thinks they will once he retires. And, LeBron is a year older than me. He was born 1984. I'm 1985. And he wears 23. So I think we got the same admiration for Michael, But I don't think I've ever heard anyone ask LeBron who's the greatest of all time. I think he made a comment some years ago where he said, I think something made me the greatest of all time. So people called him out on that. Something that happened in a game where they won. So he probably does feel he's the best of all time. But no, I'm still with Stephen A on that one. That is Michael. But even despite all of that, hopefully these two do not come to blows. And like Stephen A said, they don't ever have to talk to each other, but they don't need to be fighting out there. Stephen A says he was swing, and I think a lot of other people would say that. I just wanted to sit there and let Stephen A hit you, or sit there and let LeBron hit you. And I don't think Stephen A or LeBron is going to just stand there and let anybody hit either one of them, So yeah, all of the backlash with it is because they looking at Stephen A and who I think is 6'2", and LeBron is 6'8". Some say 6'9", and then they just say, okay, there's no way you can win. I don't know. Maybe he possibly could, or maybe he couldn't. But there's other people, 6'2", 6'9", and a 6'2" person could possibly win. If we're just talking about physicality and all of that, reach, how much the other one weighs. But yeah, what do you all think? Would Stephen A would have really swung on LeBron had LeBron started first, with the being physical? Or is he just bluffing? I don't think he's bluffing. And then you've seen other people come out with responses just laughing about it, who just don't feel he has a chance to do anything with LeBron if it were to come to that. But I don't think it will. Hopefully it doesn't. I don't know if LeBron is going to respond to this video. LeBron, the lies keep coming. We shall see. It's a lot of back and forth with this. But I just wanted to cover the part about the whole possibility of them actually coming to blows. And Stephen A said he would have swung had LeBron made the first move. So what do you all think down in the comments about the situation? Is Stephen A right? Is LeBron right? Who's right? Who's wrong? Do you all want to see them fight? Or do you all just want to see it go away? Like too much is being done? Let me know down in the comments. And, like, share, and subscribe as always to the channel. Facts or Feelings. All one word, no spaces. Put that down in the YouTube search. Facts or Feelings, no spaces, and my channel comes right up. And can we all just get along like Rodney King say, right? Let's see what happens. Playoffs start April 19th, I believe. So this might just be getting started. We'll see. I'm out.